Hello, Matt. Welcome to Lucia Craft. When and why did Scania decide to build the Rugao Industry Hub, your third global manufacturing hub, and why choose Rugao as the location?
Well, this was a very gradual process. We had always said that in order to invest in China, we want to be able to run it 100% owned by ourselves. And we learned 2018 that China would open up and allow for fully owned foreign manufacturing of heavy-duty trucks. So we started exploring different locations. And then we got the chance to acquire a company called Gaokai Automotive in Rugao, and that was a perfect match for us. So we started that 2020. We had experienced global production necks, and we realized that the best way for us to build away the production necks was to build a full industrial hub in China. So then it became a full industrial investment.
Will the products meet the needs of the local Chinese market as well as the surrounding and the global markets?
First of all, the factory is integrated into the global production systems. We can exchange components and even products between the other two centers in Europe and Latin America. And then it's, of course, for the export markets, primarily in Asia and beyond, and then, of course, China.
What positive significance and impact will the establishment of the Rugao Industry Hub, together with China's high standard opening up, bring to Scania's development?
It means that we are now part of the world's largest truck market and the world's largest supply chain system. And we started 2006 to purchase parts and components from China. And over the years, we have developed very deep relationships with the Chinese supply system. And with our demands, the quality and the delivery precision of the system is now at the level where we can produce the highest quality trucks in China.
Kirsten Levin, the CEO, said in his opening ceremony speech that entering China means accessing one of the world's most competitive truck markets. He also mentioned cooperation in technology, capabilities, supply chain, and other areas. So what's your view on this?
That's how it is. So we've seen in the passenger car industry that the Chinese car manufacturers have become very successful and very competitive, introducing new technologies into their offerings. And we see the same thing happening on the truck side. We see developments in electrification, where China now has the highest penetration rate in the world. We see digital solutions integrated into the cab and the truck as a whole that are unique to China. And then we see autonomous driving solutions, where China is also in the front line. So some of the technologies that we integrate from China into our products will also, by time, be integrated into our global modular system, which is the core of our production system.
During the 14th five-year plan period, China has steadily rolled out a series of targeted measures to boost its appeal to global investors and advance high-quality development. Taking Scania as an example, could you share the outcomes and plans for Scania's full integration into China's entire industrial ecosystem?
When we looked at investing in China, we were looking at some of the big mega trends. One of those was we could call it premiumization and the move towards quality. And the more these trends accelerate, the more relevant a premium product like Scania will be for the China market. What's important to understand is that China is continuously opening up, not only its own market, but it's also integrating itself into the trade with other nations through trade agreements. And piggybacking on these trade agreements makes it easier for us also to export to a number of markets out of China.
As emerging technologies like AI and 5G continue to advance, and as China shifts from made in China to intelligent manufacturing in China, how do you see the collaboration and efforts between Chinese and European companies in pursuing sustainable development?
Europe has very high set goals for sustainable development. So does China. China has developed very unique technologies and energy solutions. And by combining European concepts with Chinese concepts, I think we're able to make sustainability possible at profitability. Because if profitability doesn't drive sustainability, it won't happen. But I believe the combination of China and Europe will make exactly this possible.
Amid the global uncertainties such as tariff wars, many companies are re-evaluating their supply chain strategies. In this context, how do you assess the role of China's manufacturing capacity in Scania's global supply chain?
Well, as a positive side effect, this investment in a way is an inoculation against tariff wars or regionalization, because now we have access, as I said, to China's supply chains, and we are inside of this custom duty system, so to speak. Of course, we would like to see less tariffs and more globalization, but if the world was to develop in a different direction, we are future-proofed by having also a third global production hub here in China.
And this year, Scania is attending the China International Export Expo again. And what highlights does Scania have to share for this year's CIE?
For us, it will be very significant because this time we will participate in the Swedish pavilion. And Sweden is now this year one of the host nations of CIE. And we will display a locally produced Scania truck in the national pavilion. We are now a local player, so we show our local products.